What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Um, One thing I do want to say is that this is quite difficult for me to go through the process of running 4 particular channels. And I know that some of you may think that it's easy to become a YouTuber. You think that all it is just picking up a phone, record, post, boom. You're rolling on it. That's what you see in movies. That's not what particularly you see on an everyday spectrum like me. You don't see that on the board. You don't see that as top priority. It's the content. And the content plays a really big part for everything that we do, and it involves around the content. For someone to have the best videos, it's to do with the content. Everything you do is to do with the content. Anything you may see takes time and effort, and the content. You have to know what people you have to know what people enjoy. You have to keep up with the Joneses. I know what I'm saying. You have to keep up with everything that you possibly can. You have to figure out what type of content your viewers enjoy. You have to figure out the type of content that you want to do and to see if people enjoy it or not. The content, you have to do multiple experiments around. I'm not saying this because I want attention. I'm saying this because for the perfect pod, running 4 channels, I'm the only person that can run the perfect pod. My schedule, I'm always free. I'm doing nothing. I don't study. I don't do any chore. I do the odd chores. But my parents aren't strict. I do the odd thing. I don't study. I do very little chores. My schedule doesn't link up to any of the other people's schedules that are in the perfect pod. I'm sorry to say this, but this is quite difficult to get through right now. The perfect pod does play a big part in our everyday life, and shout outs to that gave us full access. And that's one thing that we have to look out for, because Bart has full on access. He's got the password, email address, he's got the YouTube channel, he's got everything. And since he left the perfect pod, there has to be a way that we can stop him. He can post anything, but I think he's forgotten about it because he lost all his roles. Apart from that, I'm not saying this because I want attention. I'm not saying this because I'm seeking for attention. I'm seeking for help. I'm saying this because this is quite difficult. And running 4 channels, and I'm the only one that can run the perfect pod. My schedule doesn't link up with the other people's schedules. I'm not studying. I'm not doing any of that bullcrap. I make it an effort. I make it a priority. I make it a prior. The only reason why I say that is because I'm the only one that can run it. I'm the only one that can do all this stuff. I'm the only one. They can do most of this stuff. It's a priority for me to do it each and every single Sunday to keep on top of it. And me having 3 personal channels that are a lack of content, losing subscribers, no content to film, nothing. These channels are just a bunch of shit. The perfect pod, my schedule, everyone else's schedule does not link up. The only reason why I say that is because I make it a priority. I'm not trying to say that no one does anything for the perfect pod. Everyone has their differences. But the one that I'm really stuck on now is that this is too hard to get through. I could carry on being a content creator. I don't want to give up. I want to carry on. I made this as a side hobby for me. The perfect pod plays a big part in where we stand today. We started it this year. I started the Discord server a long time ago. I made it as a hangout area. Then I decided to make it as a general area where we can hang out, do podcasts, do calls, do podcasts together. For right now, that this isn't going down the right way that I want it to go. But for the and like I said, I'm not trying to pin this on anybody. I'm not trying to pin this on anybody, but if I'm the only one that can run the perfect pod, it's a real it's a real bummer. It's a real bummer. It's a real bummer. For me to do this, it makes it difficult. It makes it difficult for me because I'm a lack of content. I have no content in mind. I have no videos in mind. The only thing that is really keeping me going is these live streams. These live streams play a really big part in everything that we do, in everything that I stand for on all 3 of my personal channels and a group channel. It is not everything that we can do. We need to form some type of community so we can get down and do this. So we can do this as a collective group for the perfect pod. We are doing this for the sake of doing Discord calls and asking people questions, making stories, trying to have fun. But that's the thing that is not getting us anywhere. We cannot do that due to a, a hole that we're in. ate it at the same time. You and I drank the poison from the same vine. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. I know I'm a change from the daylight, running from the daylight, running from the daylight. The daylight, running from the daylight. Oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. Anyway, like I said, we need to try and make this big as a group as we can because at the moment I'm the only person that can do anything on that channel. The only person that is keeping my channels alive and going is me. But not only because it's me that is putting the time and effort into these live streams. I'm saying me as a person that is entertaining myself, entertaining the 27 people I have. At the moment, it is not going well, but at the same time, we can have all our ups and downs. At the end of the day, it's night and I'm still going. The only thing is that I am really lack of content. That's the only thing that is wrong. I have no videos to film. I have no videos. I have no content in mind on what I personally would like to film or I would personally like to do anything. Oh, vlogs are too out of date. My vlogs are just me sitting down, talking to a camera. Um, and that's it. Just talking to people in general, talking to myself. My vlogs are just way out the door. I'm not I'm not depressed or anything. It's just that it's the tough times that YouTubers go through on trying to get content out. It's really, really hard because of the tough times, tough situations you just have to get through. So right now, I'm trying to go into deeper and look for content that I can potentially get or that I can find because the Minecraft videos, they were lagging and they weren't doing as well. I gave up on that at the end. But I could react to a specific thing. I could react to something. I could react to something if you guys like like a gamer reacts to the most gaming clutches in the world, or I don't know, like I can do anything as long as it's good. I could do it like a challenge on like I don't know. I could do some type of challenge with me and my best friend that stays up in Auckland. I could do a video on that, just hanging out with my friends. Um, I don't know. There's multiple different things that I can do, but at the same time, it's difficult. It's bad. But anyway, I'm gonna give up on that, and let's talk about some conspiracy theories that I'm gonna bring up on the internet. see what I can find on dark conspiracy. How do you spell conspiracy? Conspiracy. None of the weird, most present Disney conspiracy theories. Let's look at some conspiracy theories. Walt Disney's head is in cryogenic storage. This might be the most widespread and popular of all myths concerning Walt Disney and the Disney Corporation. The story that the story goes that when Walt died in 1966, his head, or in some versions of the tale, his entire body, was cryogenically frozen to be remained. Then the technology to do so became available. It seems the story may have first appeared in the tabloid newspaper, the National Spotlight in 1967, cropping up later in the French magazine Iris Paris, and again in the National Tatler. While it is true that the first instance of cryogenic freezing of a human took place in 1967, there is zero evidence that Disney creators head or body are on ice. In 1972, his daughters Diane publicly repudiated the idea. Speculation may have been fueled by Walt, particularly private funeral. In fact, he was cremated and his ashes interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. I find these like really weird, but I don't find them dark. I'm gonna be back to try and find some. I'm gonna find some more, but I'm gonna step away to get a drink real quick. All right, if I'm being completely honest with you, those that would have been the worst conspiracy theory of all conspiracy theories I have seen in my life or have heard about. Alright, let's try and move on to some different conspiracies that ain't so out the gate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Google some conspiracy theories and see what we can find of conspiracy theories of them all. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and say how dark a conspiracy theory is, how good or bad a conspiracy theory is, and to see if this conspiracy theory is actually true, because I know that conspiracy theories are just like myths, something that ain't true, but they turn into some mystery theories. It says nine wild Disney conspiracy theories, and in the second one, Walt left behind five micromanagement videos for his executives. But I don't know how dark those are. I'm gonna rate that a 0 out of 10. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go 0 out of 10, because I don't find that being a conspiracy theory that we can all agree on specifically. Conspiracy theory number 1 is crazy because I don't find Disney conspiracy theories dark unless it's to do with something else. But at the same time, list of conspiracy theories, which is Wikipedia. Try and get something through 6 wild US government conspiracy theories. Let's read 12 conspiracy theories that are 12 conspiracy theories that actually turned out to be true. These ain't in order like I wanted it to be. I wanted like conspiracy theories that are like sorted out. So like conspiracy number 1, know how to spot a conspiracy theory. Just because something can't be disproved doesn't mean that it's true. Conspiracy theories. I want something that's like organized and it has like 1 conspiracy theory, 2 conspiracy theory, 3, 4, 5. Like has it set out like? Oh, here we go. Oh, this is just giving like 4 paragraphs. History of philosophizing about conspiracy theories. The next one, problems of definition. 3 types of conspiracy theories, and it's like 5 whole paragraphs. The 11 most popular conspiracy theories in recent history. This about the Holocaust. Between 1941 and 1945, 6 million Jews were executed across Europe in a horrific genocide led by Adolf Hitler. Despite the fact that the Holocaust is one of the best documented events in history, there are swaths of population that don't believe it, or they believe the death toll has been immersiously inflated. One 2014 survey coordinated by the Anti-Defamation League of more than 53,000 people across 100 countries found that only 30% of respondents thought historical accounts of the Holocaust were accurate. Respondents under the age of 65 were more likely to say they didn't believe the Holocaust happened, as history books say it did. Can I drag this out of here? Make it small. Go back to that. Go to here. Go to here. And now I can see my stream and everything. Poor education on the subject may be one of the explanations for this, but some conspiracy theorists push the anti-Semitic. I don't think that these are some good conspiracy theories. I believe the Holocaust did happen because Adolf Hitler did do it and executed about so many Jews. And the Holocaust, of course, you got stripped, your whole identity got stripped. No one knew your name, no one knew where you came from, no one knew your backstory. And all the gas chambers and Jews that had been trapped in those gas chambers, Hitler decided to go and create war. So everybody was distracted and on command, or being forced to take 20 million Jews or so many Jews into showers, but instead they were gas chambers. And instead of being actual showers, they trapped them inside the gas. Inside the gas. And killed them. There's a special place where they had the Holocaust. There's this museum where there's a full wall, and it's everyone's shoes. Everyone's shoes. There's people that survived the Holocaust. Imagine the Holocaust, the Hunger Games, and Squid Game. They're all quite similar because at the end of the day, you still die. But for some reason, the Squid Game is actually real. It's a real island in South Korea. And those people actually died. Those people actually died. So those people that got executed, they actually got executed in real life. And for that to happen, no one went and saved them. So you thought it was fake. People that die, they actually died. It's a true movie, and they took bodies down into the basement and put them in coffins, took out their eyes and shit like that. Disgusting shit like that. But the Holocaust, and you got a number written on you, so you knew what number you were. What had happened was, over the time of the gas chambers that were showers, people got tricked into that there were showers, and then Adolf actually executed himself because everyone turned against him. But he killed 60 million Jews. I feel sorry for those Jews, actually, and I've never seen a black Chinese Jew with ginger hair before. But he wasn't originally a Jew. He was a black Asian with ginger hair. He was black, Asian, and ginger. It's a unique thing to see, and not everybody sees that, but he was one of the rare kind. But everybody that survived the Holocaust, on the other end, they're in their 90s, they're in their hundreds. I feel sorry for those people. I always feel for those people. They didn't deserve to go through something like they did. No one deserves to go through what they did. But at the end of the day, it happened. And also, at the end of the day, it is night. And it's all over. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the bell notifications whenever I post. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.